Hello and welcome to 5 and 5, where we take 5 minutes of your precious time to ask industry leaders 5 questions. We have James Stewart with us today. James Stewart is the founder of buildingwithbuddies.com. Thanks for joining us, James.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
So I'm just going to go right in. What is your go-to karaoke song?
I am slightly ashamed and very proud to say, If You Want to Be My Lover by the Spice Girls, which I found out I could sing all the words in a very short period of time in a bar when a friend needed some karaoke backup, and it turns out I can remember them all from when I was a teenager, so it's good.
I think I need to do a new series where people actually sing their go-to karaoke song. But that's
No, you would definitely need to have been drinking to want me to sing anything at all, I assure you.
Okay, James, what does digital innovation mean to you?
So digital innovation means a lot of things to me. I'm very much in the startup world in Sydney, and there are all sorts of things going on, but I think it represents an opportunity, and that opportunity is to completely reimagine what value is to customers and how it's delivered. And the fact that that is underpinned by digital technologies of various different kinds is just a wonderful opportunity. So it can mean some very specific things. It means engagement through handhelds, media, voice, all those good things. It means AI and automation, and it means the opportunity to do things that we've never been able to do at scale, which is very exciting indeed.
Indeed. Okay, so what's been the most challenging part of connecting with people during this crisis?
So one challenging and one happy. The challenging one, well, 2 challenging ones. The first one is not jumping in on people on Zoom calls and chats because I get excited, and timing the pacing is a little tricky. So maybe that's a good thing. It's taught me to be a little more measured and a little less excitable in my communications. Scheduling all the web calls, there have been so many good things going on, and I think the geographical boundaries have dropped a bit, which is really wonderful. And so now it's a case of prioritizing which Zoom call to dial in while working out in the morning, and which Zoom call to dial into in the evenings, and which Zoom call to dial into over lunchtime, and there are several to choose from.
There's been quite a saturation of content and things to get involved in. So I think, yeah, trying to sort of decide which ones are worth the time, right? Yeah. And like anything, it's a bit of a learning curve. Okay, so what do you think is the most important step that brands should be taking right now to future-proof themselves?
So I'm not sure that future-proof is quite the way I'd think about it. I think there's some good, sensible decisions that open options up. Everybody's guessing how long their industry is going to be impacted for and to what degree, and that makes it really hard to plan. So I'm an ex-strategy consultant, so I like to have options, and I like those options to be well thought through. But I think there is a golden opportunity here, which is that under duress, marketeers are being asked to really figure out how to do the things that they need to in terms of objectives, and the ways that perhaps they've got settled into won't work in the same way. And so that's a really good opportunity to rethink things and truly have a try with startups and small players and things that might get cut through that wouldn't have ever got past the first filter in organizations in the past. So that's the opportunity. I think doing that will cause them to reevaluate whether they're really doing what they set out to do as a purpose, as a brand, and operationally inside those marketing plans. And I think that's a really healthy capability to build in a crisis.
Fantastic, thank you. Yes, I agree. So last question. What is the campaign or innovation that has inspired you most in the last few weeks?
So I've got pretty heavily involved. I'm a seed angel investor in a fund called Antler, and they take folks out of corporate roles and basically put them through a program to help them found a startup. And one startup in particular I have become very heavily involved with, and I'm now an angel investor in, and that's Upstreet. And they found a way to slice share equities into very little bits, and working with brands to give them away instead of reward points. So as people are shopping with brands and engaging with brands, they're building up a very small shareholding, which over time aligns them to the brand. And we've been having a great time talking to brands about what we can do with that. It's been genuinely a lot of fun. And yeah, we're quite hopeful that we could sort of restore the sense of connection between people and brands and a sense of ownership, because they will actually be, in a small way, owners of the brands that they really love and the shops that they go to. And I think that's a really lovely thing to be pulling through. Yeah.
I'll definitely be checking that out. Antler, did you say?
Upstreet.co.
Upstreet.
I'll send you a link.
All right, James, thanks so much for your time. Have a lovely Friday evening. And till next time, this has been
It was a pleasure.
And 5.
Bye.